The Samsung Galaxy S10 lineup was unveiled a little over a week ago in San Francisco, and with orders set to arrive at customers next week, we were able to get our hands on the S10 Plus early. We're going to share some first impressions of the S10 Plus and see how it compares a little bit to Apple's iPhone XS Max. The Galaxy S10 Plus has a very 2019 design, so much so that we really don't need to spend a lot of time on it except to note a few changes. This year, Samsung has introduced a few new colors, including the one that we have here called Prism White. What's unique about this color is that depending on how the light hits the back of the phone, it has a rainbow-like effect and changes color a bit. Flipping it over, the main change to the front design is the removal pretty much of all the top bezel and most of the bottom bezel. This is a drastic difference between last year's S9 Plus and in line with newer phones like the iPhone XS Max. Instead of a notch like the iPhone, Samsung went with more of a hole punch display, or what they're calling the Infinity O display. So with that, you have a 6.4-inch 3040 by 1440 display with roughly 88% screen to body ratio. The hole punch, which is off to the right side of the screen, houses two front-facing cameras. Now, is this design better than the iPhone's notch design? Honestly, I have no idea. I think it's a weird location. It would have been less obtrusive for me if it was in the middle or maybe on the other side, because my brain is wired to pull down from the right corner to access more options within the notification shade, which was a feature from the earlier Android days. As far as looks are concerned, much like the notch on an iPhone, after daily use, it's just something that sort of blends in with the rest of your phone. Other than the hole punch, it's a beautiful OLED display with bright, vibrant colors that curve into the frame of the phone. Because of that curve, this phone is not a one-handed device. Alright, well, let's be honest, it already wasn't a one-handed friendly device to begin with, but the curved edges makes it nearly impossible. Another new feature of the S10 Plus is located right underneath the display, and that's the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. The ultrasonic fingerprint sensor is a bit different than some of the other phones that have already beaten Samsung to market with in-display fingerprint readers, and it's more accurate than some of those other phones. During my brief testing, the fingerprint sensor has been pretty good. It's a bit hard to figure out where the sensor is exactly when the screen is off, but once you get it down, you kind of have an understanding of where it is. But when you have the screen on, a fingerprint icon is available for assistance. It's nice to have a fingerprint sensor back on the front of phones, but it's not nearly as fast or accurate as the iPhone's Face ID. If Samsung can figure out a way to add a secure facial recognition feature over what they already have included, that could be a great combination to use in conjunction with this ultrasonic fingerprint sensor. The back of the phone has 3 cameras, one more than Apple's dual lens camera system. It features a telephoto, wide, and ultra-wide lens. The ultra-wide is, well, very wide, as the name implies, and I'm looking forward to fully testing out this camera, so stay tuned to the channel for that video, which should be coming in the next few days. You still get the same Samsung camera features like live focus, AR emoji, and a new option called Instagram mode. With Instagram mode, you can now take a picture with your S10 Plus built-in camera, and it goes directly into the Instagram app where you can then apply stickers, text, etc. And then you'll be able to share it directly to your Instagram stories. This is the first integration that Instagram has done, and I'm curious if this feature will make its way into an iPhone's camera app soon. Another rumored feature for the upcoming iPhone lineup is the ability to use your iPhone as a way to wirelessly charge other devices, such as the rumored AirPods with wireless charging case. Now, Samsung has already included this feature, which it calls wireless power share, and is designed to charge a Galaxy Watch or the new Galaxy Buds. Since I don't have either device at the moment, I can just use it to wirelessly charge my iPhone. I can see this being practical for something like AirPods when you're in a quick pinch, but right now this feature is nothing more than a party trick. Finally, Samsung updated its software, which back in the TouchWiz days was a complete mess. Over the years, Samsung's software has become a lot more tolerable, and this year, with the new One UI update, which is Samsung's latest skin for Android, it's right up there with Google's stock Android on its Pixel devices. One UI isn't perfect, like these horrendous looking stock app icons, for example. They're not the best, but the rest of the software is clean and very snappy. I do like the inclusion of a system-wide dark mode, which Apple fans have been clamoring for with each passing version of iOS, and this year, rumors say we'll see a system-wide dark mode included in iOS 13. Now, it works well on the S10, changing the settings menu and all of its system apps to a dark theme. There's no doubt that even with my brief time with this device, the Samsung Galaxy S10 is probably one of, if not the best Android option out there on the market right now, and Samsung has included a lot of new features that I would love for Apple to implement in its upcoming iPhones for 2019. So let me know what you think of the S10 lineup, more specifically this S10 Plus, and what you might want to see in our camera test when we compare it against the iPhone XS Max's camera. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those videos, and as always, this has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.